It's the way I feel about you. About that right now. All right, we got an audience. Shauna D. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the show. All right, man. All right, guys. Shalom. All right, Myra Dillahunty. Hello. Welcome to the show. Shalom. Got some food for thought, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. It's another gloomy day. We've been getting rain. It's in the 40s. Yeah, 11. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And we are live. Hello and welcome to the Beyond Babbitt Show. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, reporting for duty. Shalom. Welcome, everybody. Uh-oh, they chemtrailing again. X is in the sky. You know what they say, Shauna D? X marks the spot. Food for thought, guys. I did put something in the description box. There's an article and a video. Be a good thing to watch both of them, or read one and watch the other. Okay, guys, come on, let's get the likes up as you come in. Help us break this algorithm to get this stuff out. Each video now is getting more important, and it may not be what people want to hear, but it's definitely the truth. All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the likes. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Because censorship is a son of a gun. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We named the video Agenda 20-30. These are real. Both of those are two different things, but we're combining them for this. All right, appreciate it, Shauna D. Definitely appreciate it. So we have Agenda 2020 and we have Agenda 2030. It's supposed to be for sustainable development. Sounds good. All the language is always going to sound good and friendly. It's really not what that means. So we're going to break it down to you. First of all, let's talk about the Real ID Act. This is for United States citizens only, at least for right now. At least that's what we're told. That's what we're being told. Make sure you watch the video down below. It's about the UN has taken over parts of Utah. And then it mentions the civil unrest in countries all over the world in the article down below. I didn't get to see what that was saying. All right, Corporal Bennett, Beyond Babbitt, Army Rebellion, 1776. Shalom, brother. Welcome to the show. Reporting for duty, awaiting orders. All right, man. The orders is to come out of her. Yeah, Shauna D. Sounds fishy. John Wick. Shalom. So I'm not talking about the 11-3. You know what's supposed to happen on 11-3. They're saying that Russia or somebody is supposed to do something in Seattle. If it was going to happen, it wouldn't be known. You know what I mean? Yeah, so. Yeah. So now, nah, it's not going to happen. So what is going to happen is this. The Real ID Act was passed by the U.S. Congress in 2005. Now, next year is the final year for everybody to be compliant. Right now, all states are compliant except three. These states are Oregon, Oklahoma, and New Jersey. They're not compliant. They've filed for an extension which extends them through next week. This is last month for this extension. Then after that, they have to be compliant as well. So after October 31st, 2019, all 50 states will be compliant with the Real ID Act. Without the Real ID Act, you cannot enter a federal building, period. You cannot get on any aircraft, period. You cannot leave the country. You cannot get on a boat. You cannot cross a border, any of that. Or should I say none of that? They passed it in 2005. Why is it taking them 15 years to get this thing implemented? So why is it so important that it's implemented? They say, oh, well, the reason we passed this thing was because of what happened in 2001. Well, nothing like that has happened since. So why are they pushing so hard for this thing to be implemented? Because it has facial recognition involved. It's going to go along with your social media credit score. They can recognize you, they face identification. Oh, yeah, that's him. Oh, let's look at his Facebook. Oh, let's look at this page. Oh, yeah, we're going to take down his social media credit score. Is it for illegal immigrants? No, it's for you. It's for me. It's for people who are so-called citizens. Illegal immigrants they don't have to, according to the UN, they don't have to worry about it. No, it's just for citizens of the Western nations, basically. It's to take down. It's not in order to form a more perfect union, but it is forming a union, a new world union. Okay? So they're saying that we have 11 months. Yep, that's the facade. We have 11 months, guys. Less than a year. They're saying this thing is going to take effect everywhere. October the 1st, 2020. What's today? October the 29th, 2019. So we got 11 months. And this thing is going to be in full effect. Okay, so how do you know if you have it already? Because some states have already been issuing it. All right, pull out your driver's license. If you pull out your driver's license and there's a black star on the front at the top right-hand corner, either a black star or a gold star. I didn't put that on there, but it's a black star or gold star. Then you're already compliant. Your license is already Real ID compliant. Also, you're not compliant if your license says not for federal identification, then you're not compliant. If your license says federal limits apply, you're not compliant. So this is a big deal. Shauna D said, I'm good. All right. This is a big deal. So let's dig a little deeper. Now, both Agenda 2020 and Agenda 2030 have components in it. Population control, right? CR user, all right. I don't know, brother. We'll see. Part of the Beyond Babbitt Army. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if you have a federal building in your state, yeah, you can't even go to court without it. So let's take a look, guys. So there's population control in it. The UN is the one who's making the laws that you can't have a wood burning stove and you can't catch rainwater. Making it hard to survive, making it hard to live. Saying things like borders, you can't use the word illegal immigrant or illegal alien. Borders don't matter. People should have the right to move around freely. But that's for those in the third world country, quote unquote third world, who want to come to a first world. If you're in the first world, that the border thing don't apply to you. You can't be like, all right, well, I'm leaving the U.S. and going to Mexico. I'm leaving the U.S. and going to Canada. No. You're going to need a passport, and you're going to need that real ID. But if you coming from Guatemala, you want to go to Mexico or the U.S., oh, yeah, just go. Just go. They can't stop you. We're behind you. It's a double standard, guys. Yeah, they're erasing the middle class. There's going to be nothing but the wealthy and the poor. Okay? Feudal system. So let's look at the depopulation agenda, shall we? Deagle.com says, okay, first, the Georgia Guidestones said they must maintain the Earth's population at 500 million people. Right now, it's about 7.5 billion on the Earth. And they said they're going to maintain it at 500 million. They have to kill 7 billion people. Just like the biblical times, definitely. So what are they going to do? Now, Deagle.com said they get it done. It actually says they get it done in 5 years, by 2025. In order to get that done by 2025, you have to kill 1.4 billion people per year for the next 5 years. 1.4 billion, not million, billion people per year for the next 5 years. And that's to bring it in line with the Georgia Guidestones. So let's say they're going to stretch it out and say, well, let's let it take till 2030. Even if it takes till 2030 and they do it more slowly, they have to kill 700 million people per year for the next 10 years. 700 million people per year for the next 10 years. Let this sink in, guys. How many people in your city? How many people in your state? I doubt if there's 700 million people in your state. It's not even 700 million people in the U.S. It's like half of that, right? It's a lot of people. So now we're getting to see what's happening. And when you watch the video down below in the description box and you read that article, it's going to become clear. I read an article also, or I would use the article or video, I can't remember which one, but they said some type of flu. Of course, they're going to say it's African swine flu. Everything that's bad, they throw African on it. But they say the African swine flu has killed something like 80% of the world's pork, swine, pigs. Okay, that's great for people who don't eat that. But for people that's their main staple food, well, they're going to have to find something else to eat. Most likely they're going to eat what you're eating. Okay. And then this weather, food is not growing, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot to control, you're right. But yeah, run out of protein. That's what they're trying to do. So we see what's happening with the floods and we're not going to have any vegetation. Not going to have any fruits and vegetables. The animals eat that as well. Besides omnivores and carnivores and herbivores, Okay, so the herbivores eat nothing but the vegetation. The omnivores eat both. And the carnivores eat only animals. Well, it's going to be a problem for everybody. Because if we don't have any vegetation, well, what are the predators going to eat? Other predators? Not likely. I mean, the picture is looking bad, guys. But all we know here in the States is the supermarket. That's all we care about. So it's hard for people to understand. People don't understand that this is the Great Tribulation. Zombie apocalypse is coming. Time to nut up. Hush. Hey, there you go. Nut check time. So, oh yeah, they're coming out with clone cows and stuff. They're already doing it. Already doing it. So the weather here, the temperature is like we're in the 40s here now. And we need to grow our own food. God has manna. I know that's right. But he ain't giving the manna to everybody, Myra. He only gave it to the righteous. And then you see what happened when he gave it to them? He gave them rules on how to get it, how to collect it, when to collect it, what to do with it. They didn't even follow the rules. He had to stop giving it to them. They wasn't obedient with that. So yeah, we got to be obedient to get the blessings. So when you read the article down below and you watch the video down below, you got to earn that manna. Yeah. Y'all supposed to have snow tonight? Woo! Faith and works. You're right, Shauna D. That's what it takes. So we see they're trying to smoke us out. For those who came out and are homesteading and doing their own gardening, and they're catching the rainwater. Who's gonna tell? Who's gonna know? But if you're still in the city, like me, you got to know your neighbor. Who is your neighbor? They liable to tell. All right, Corporal Bennett, Beyond Babbitt, Army Rebellion, 1776. He got the chicken and the fresh eggs. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I missed something. So I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, so CRU's, you're in California. Oh, man, sorry about that. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and I hate to tell you, CRU's, that China owns California. A Plain Truth did a video a while back. There's a new high-speed train rail going up in California, and it's lined up along the path of where the fires are now. It's not a coincidence. I hate to break that to you. They want everybody out of California. One good thing Trump did is he forced China to sell. China had owned the port that's in California, and they were bringing in what they want to bring in, uninspected. So, and I think either Clinton or O sold it to him, but Trump made him sell it. You can't own this port. So, I mean, that's a good thing for Trump, but we still don't know who Trump is. We still don't know who Trump is. I'm not sold on it. The guy is, quote unquote, the chosen one. Red flag. What? Okay, the 29 Palms, 10,000 man military exercise going on. No! No, I didn't know about it. Now, I knew there was a large military operation, and then I knew that I didn't know it was 29,000. And I knew that some strange stuff is going on with PG&E. They're starting with California, guys. When you watch the video down below, they're here. They're openly here. They're publicly here. And they're at the point now, guys, to where it's comply or die. comply or die. Secret payload to Coast California? Yeah, that might be that 11-3 stuff. I don't know about that. But yeah, they've been sneaking bomb things in for a long time. But they're at the point of comply or die. Next year's 2020, guys. Agenda 2020. And then from there, it's 10 years to Agenda 2030. Let that sink in, guys. Think about what we said about the numbers, where we are now and where they have to get it to. Now, if they're going to get it there in 5 years, what they have to do, and if they're going to get it there in 10 years, what they have to do. This thing's already started. There's no turning back. No flip-flopping. You know, and I'm hearing people talk about, oh, I need to get some discount tickets to Disney World and Disneyland. Are you serious? Are you serious? Disneyland? Disney World? Focus. Yeah, the youth. Yeah, the youth. That's where it is. And to save humanity, yeah. But we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Like my brother the other day, Jimmy from Tucson, I was so proud of him that he used a midwife and had his child. Not in the hospital. But then that pressure is going to come on you. Because what good is that if you then turn around and have to go and get all the vax and get a birth certificate? You defeated the purpose. Might as well have done it in the hospital. All you did was save a little money. But I understand the pressure. I understand the pressure. I'm not in that position. Not yet, anyway. But the way President O's mama did it, when he was born, allegedly, she ran an ad in the paper. So years later, you can go back and get a birth certificate if need be. But if you have a child outside of the hospital and then you go in to get the birth certificate, they doing it so now that, oh, the child needs 29 vax. We just, here, give them all to them at once. They don't care about that child. Homeschooling, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Shauna D. Keep up the good work. 20, 30, 40-year plan? Wow. Wow, CR user. I didn't know cities. I guess so, though. Cities planning 40 years ahead. That says that they're always a step ahead of us. That's why we're always on the defensive. That's why we needed the plan that Yah has already given to us, implement it. He gave it to us centuries ago, millennia ago. Let's implement it. When he told us to come out, that was over 2,000 years ago. We now understand the times. But nobody's trying to do anything. People are still trying to go to Disneyland and Disney World. It's disturbing, guys. It's disturbing. So, I mean, it's pressure. You don't know how many people I've talked to since yesterday having financial problems. People trying to get second and third jobs. You know, this is slowing down, that is slowing down. But it's a facade, though. They want to act like, oh, everything's all right. No, it's not. Wow, John Wick. I believe it, man. I believe it. Been doing that since old Ronnie Reagan. And HW. Yeah, man. There used to be a group called BDP. They were popular in the late 80s and early 90s. And I forgot the name of the song, but it was something like, cocaine business controls America, illegal business controls America. I thought he was just conspiracy theories back then, but then in the last 10 years, 15 years, I've been looking at bank reports, and the bankers are doing it. The government is doing it. Money laundering. Most of the millionaires and billionaires, they didn't get there legally, guys. I mean, but I'm not going to speak on that. That's not certain things you do not want to talk about. All right. Biracial, Australian, Aboriginal, Azorean. All right. Well, welcome aboard, CRUs. That's interesting. Let's see what else. 10,000 Marines, sailors, and NATO troops have descended on Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center. What? 29 Palms, California? I got to look that one up. You said it's on the Army.com? It's up on us now, guys. And people, my sister yesterday was asking, when is the tribulation going to start? When is it going to start? I mean, maybe that's because we're just not paying attention to what's happening or what's been happening around the world. If you ask me about when is it going to start, I would say it started in 2001. 2001, 9/11. Anybody remember that? That was the excuse for everything that's happened ever since then. For all the millions of people who've been killed since then. It's been at least, 50 million people killed since then? In all these countries that's been knocked over in all these different wars and, oh yeah. Scrimmages, whatever they want to call them. It's been at least 50 million people dead since then. And there's not even been an official war yet. Nobody's declared war. It's just been a little whatever it's been. You got 2 million dead here, 5 million dead here, million dead here, 500,000 dead here. Since 9/11, 01. So the last, 18 years? Almost 19 years. They've been doing some killing, but they got to pick up the pace if they're going to make their target by 2025 or by 2030. So a lot of people don't realize the magnitude because it hasn't knocked on their doorstep yet. But my sister CR just said she lost somebody in the last fires and she lost somebody in this fire. So, I feel for you, sister. I'm praying for you. But a lot of people don't understand that unless they lose somebody, then it doesn't register, Especially when you see that these fires are not natural. I'm not in my 20s and 30s. I've never seen them turn off the turn off the power to prevent the fire, and the fires get worse anyway. Come on, man. The fires used to be less, spread more slowly, and less violent when you didn't turn off the power. And they ain't turn off the power, and nobody sees what's going on because it's dark. Internet, all that stuff off. And the fires are worse than they've ever been. They're shutting down whole highways. They're shutting down. They said LeBron James got caught. He had to get evacuated for safety yesterday. Shauna D, I feel you. I'm the same way. It's bothering me, because certain people, have done things on their own. I understand, they're grown, but against my wishes, against my will, I have no say so. So my hand is kind of being forced, or not. My sister was on there the other day. She said Her kids wouldn't let her see her grandbaby unless she took a shot, took a vaccination. See how you force somebody's hand? So that's why Jesus said, anybody who love wives, husbands, parents, or kids more than me, you're not worthy of me. That's weighing on me. How you gonna force my hand, you know? Yep, still your child. But we're gonna take the earthly model, or we're gonna take the godly model. Because Jesus said, a man's enemies should be those of his own home. Peter left his wife to follow Jesus. He came back. Remember when he came back, his mother-in-law was sick? That's the only time you know Peter had a wife. He left his wife to follow Jesus, to follow Yahshua. Today, people wouldn't think of that. That's unconscionable. You know, I'm not going to forsake my kids to follow God. I'm not going to forsake my parents, grandparents to follow God. Abraham did it. When God called you out, everybody ain't coming. It's tough, guys. It's tough. That's why he said most everybody's on the broad road. He says only a few that find that straight and narrow road. He said few. I know that's right, Shauna D. Yeah, it's gonna be let it burn to the ocean? Wow, CR user. So y'all don't realize how disturbing this is to me. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Somebody asked, when is the tribulation going to start? Recognize the sign of the times, guys. Recognize the sign of the times. Then Yahshua say, there will be signs in the heaven, and the stars, the moon, and the sun. You ain't seeing them signs? Then he said there'll be earthquakes in diverse places. You not seeing that? Then he talk about how the waves and the oceans were gonna be rushing and all this stuff. You're not seeing that. And they say, when is it gonna start? What you mean, when is it gonna start? Where you been? And I'm not jumping on my sister, man, it's just that I've been awake for so long, pointing this stuff out for so long. It kind of leaves me bewildered and befuddled and bedazzled. You know, I know I'm not the only one that can see this stuff. I know I'm not the only one that's watching all this take place. And people trying to go to Disney World and Disneyland. Y'all don't know how that makes me feel. And a lot of people still laughing at me saying I'm crazy. Me? I'm crazy? I'm overreacting. Am I really? Northrop Grumman, wait a minute. I know people that work for them. Secret cargo in a Southern California marina this weekend. Oh, Lord. I mean, I hope that November 3rd stuff is fake. Yeah, and they were saying that James Munder, I didn't even watch it, but he was saying it was some kind of Death Star hovering over New York, and he thought it might be something with SpaceX or secret, whatever, something or other. They ask, when is the tribulation gonna start? That's not the question. The question is, when is it gonna end? When is it gonna end? Moving it down for the exercise. What is the exercise? If it's a secret, what is the exercise? Yeah, I thought all the exercises were the Jade Helms. Years and years of that stuff. It's already started, Shauna D. You're right. Boy. You know what I'm seeing? I mean, I know life goes on. We don't know the time or the hour or whatever they say. The day or the hour or whatever. So should we still be just planning? Oh yeah, let's have another cruise. Let's plan a cruise. Let's plan a trip. Let's plan a vacation. Let's plan a family reunion. Let's buy a new car. Let's buy this. Let's buy that. Oh, this is on sale. All that's on sale. Let's live our best life. Troops will be pitted against each other in a force-on-force battle as they prepare for a different kind of fight, one against an enemy with sophisticated equipment and skills. Doesn't sound like a drill to me, John Wick. Sounds like that this one could go live. Seventh sign. I remember it, but I don't remember it. I have to see it again. The signs are here. You're right. The signs are here. All that's waiting now is, oh, you know they're getting ready to do the alien disclosure, right? Wow. So different governments are getting ready to announce the aliens are here, guys. Straight off the pages of Revelation. And I'll knock you back. Along with everything else, right? Man, I wish I had an army. I wish I was Corporal Beyond Babbitt and I had an army. A strong army. Because it's time to go to war. Or it's time to hide or something. Do something. Get out the way. Because they're coming, guys. They're here. No more they're coming. They're here. Now they're coming for you. And I guess, you know, people in Germany, I saw a movie on Nazi Germany. I think they were in Poland. And the Germans were coming. You had to pretend that everything was okay. You had to keep doing what you were doing. And if the Germans found out about something you said that they don't like or something, then in the middle of the night, they'd show up at your house and they'd disappear you in the middle of the night. You'd never be seen again. And your neighbors weren't allowed to talk about it. Your neighbors weren't allowed to talk about it. Because if they said something, they'd be the next ones to disappear. And you never know who was snitching because the Germans didn't have people implanted in your house. But maybe they did. Your friends and your family. What you doing? Huh? What? Oh. They can't wait to go back. Hey, found out this for you. Da 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 da. Yeah, and those who were planning to run away and escape, you have to be careful who you told. Because they know your escape route. They know your whole plan. because your friends and your family done ratted you out. Oh, and the death penalty was the penalty for that was death. Trying to get away. Well, with this Real ID Act, you ain't got to worry about that. Nobody's getting out. A bunch of people are coming in. Nobody's getting out. So for everybody who's trying to leave, I don't know where you go because it's going to be a new world order. You have until next October. Smart toilets. Yeah, I heard something about that. It even analyzes your urine and feces. Ovens, TVs, phones, computers, Alexa. Yeah, Siri, etc. You're right, John Wick. 15 gun bills. 871,000 bills. Governor Newsom. What? I hadn't heard any of that. The smart refrigerators can tell what's in there. It knows what you eat, where you shop, when you shop. It knows the expiration dates of everything because of that barcode on there. It reads it. And if you get something in there that doesn't belong in there, like, wait a minute, this man got some eggs that come from the store. It's going to tell it on you. Wait a minute, this man got some beer, wine, and liquor in here that didn't come from the store. Somebody made it. Wait a minute, these vegetables didn't come from the store. This man done got this from a farmer somewhere. It's going to tell it on you. It's going to tell it on you. Where does beef come from? This didn't come from Kroger's, Walmart, or whatever. This man knows some butcher somewhere. He got some fresh meat. We got to tell it on him. He's not eating our GMO products. He's trying to live longer. Red flag laws. Co-workers, employees, teachers can have them seize guns. Yeah. And don't forget about the pastors, John Wick. Pastors were on board way before any of those guys. It's called the clergy response team. So this is it, guys. Might as well go to Disney World, Disneyland. Have one last thrill. Shoot, I think Disneyland is doing fingerprints and stuff now. So, no, I ain't going there. Mount up. Regulators, mount up. No, it's not bad news, John Wick. It's just making the point. It's just making the point. Somebody asks, when is the tribulation going to start? Not to be trusted. Oh, I know. Yeah, no barcodes. Better go and buy you an old refrigerator, 1970s, 1980s. Buy you an old car, old refrigerators, old stoves, old ovens, before they had all this smart stuff. Get you some dumb appliances. Make sure your appliances are dumb. You don't want nothing smart, maybe except a smartphone, because it's so useful. But they're going to make all of it seem so useful and convenient. But make sure everything is dumb. Get as much dumb stuff as you can. Books, that'll probably be dumb. Don't get the readable books. Those are smart books. The kind that what you call it, Kindle books and all that old mess. No, get the dumb books. The dumber the better. You're right, John Wick. The dumber the better. Yeah, they'll keep tracking this. Hey, man. They're tracking everything, man. And you know, the insurance companies now, they like, we'll give you a discount if you let us put this thing on your car that can track it and see how you drive. They're not only seeing how you drive, seeing where you drive. Seeing where you drive. Yeah, they know your schedule. They know, oh, at 2 o'clock he's going to be on this road right here. Just wait for them. Anybody they want to eliminate, it's easy. It's gonna be easy. All you gotta do is pull up your schedule on a smart readout like a PowerPoint presentation. They done added it to your calendar. Oh yeah, we see he does this, goes this store, this eats this. Uh, Easy piece of cake. We'll have one of our agents get them. And they said, when is the tribulation gonna start? Yeah, they didn't start a lot of the dumb stuff. Better go and find the rest of the dumb stuff. Or gut this new age stuff and turn it into some dumb stuff. Take everything out of it. Go to the junkyard if you got to. Go to the garage sale. Get some dumb stuff. Dumb appliances. Dumb everything. You don't want nothing smart. You want to be the only smart one. Everything that's electronic needs to be dumb. You do what I tell you to do, and that's it. Use books. It's a good idea, CR user. What? Removing books? Electronic ISPN reader. That's interesting. Yeah, I love the dumb books too. VPN, good idea, John Wick. Yeah, CR user. Maybe this person was trying to resell them, list them, and buy them and list them for sale before she actually has them and jack the price up. I know a lot of the recent history books, they went from going from like $20 to like $1,000 because the information is so valuable in them that they're trying to hide. So they didn't think people would read books anymore. Yeah, books are popular again. How to make your own fuel? That's a good idea, John Wick. As a matter of fact, I need to learn how to make my own fuel for like an automobile, my own kerosene for like lamps. But you got to think outside of the box, guys. The only people who are going to continue to have this convenient lifestyle are the people who take the mark of the beast. Don't cheer for them and be envious of them, because Scripture says the people who take the mark of the beast are not welcome in the kingdom of God. They're going to hell. And also they're going to suffer a grievous boil. It's going to have an adverse reaction sooner or later. That's in Scripture. But for a short amount of time, they might be able to keep all the conveniences, all the luxury. All the people, I don't have nothing to hide. Just chip me. As soon as I walk up to my car, it unlock. I get in. I don't need a key. I don't need a code or password for my computer, my phone, my this, my that. Oh, yeah, everything's good until the Most High have judgment on you. What? Google updated all of that without your permission because you stopped doing it. Yeah, I always tell them I don't want to update. I always say later. I don't want no updates because they putting stuff in there that tracks you. We need books. That's right. Once the books are gone. And then all this mess that's on YouTube, that stuff changes. Wikipedia, you pull something up today, tomorrow they done changed it. And you can't find the other version. It's been wiped clean. You get it in print. And it'll be with you until they catch you with it. Geology book worth $300. Oh, yeah. All the stuff that has good knowledge in it, they're starting to jack the price up. They want you to go to the smart stuff, which is actually the dumb stuff, when you should be going to the dumb stuff, which is actually the smartest move. You see how everything's double speak now? Thrift store is a good idea. Yeah, guys. And they said the polar vortex is coming. So not only are we having fires and floods and earthquakes, now we're going to have freezing cold. Freezing cold. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I asked for his grandma's books. Dump history? I'm gonna have to check that out, see our user. They shut down the books. Yeah, I don't trust Amazon either. I don't trust any of them. Amazon's tracking you too, guys. So you know Amazon's gonna start delivering with a drone. And here in Texas, I don't know where you are, the police force is investing in, they're giving away free door cameras and like doorbells and with cameras and stuff on it, free. Homeowners can just call them and get it installed. Nothing is free, guys. Yeah, you think it's convenient. Oh yeah, I can be in Florida and my house is in Texas and somebody ring my doorbell, I can look and see who it is and talk to them. Yeah. Who else can do that? Who else can see him? Hmm? Who else can see who's coming to your house and talk to him? Or maybe even open the door electronically. Oh yeah, and Amazon, they have something there where they said you can sign up. They can just walk in your house and drop the package off instead of leaving it on the doorstep. It's safer, you know. So who knows? Let me get back to what I was saying. Who knows that the Amazon may be training its employees when you go in and they tell you can walk in and drop a package off. They smell smell the aroma of marijuana or something like that. Tell it on them. Or if you see something, say something type of stuff. Yeah, man, you don't know these people. No, stay away from my house. Stay away from my whatever. House, apartment, condo, loft, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? We got 11 months, guys. Real ID Act in full effect. People like free, exactly. Somebody told me that they were giving away free vaccinations at the job. And this person said, you know, I ain't turning away nothing free. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not accepting nothing free. Because ain't nothing free. There's strings attached. Uh-oh. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if that's legal. You know so you know the post office, they have a scanner that they can look through packages and see what it is. And they take pictures of it. It's been on file for years. They know where everything's coming and where everything is going, whose name's on it. Yeah, so don't think you're getting away if things come to you in the mail. Mandatory vaccinations in California. No more exceptions. Shh. Yeah, I feel for everybody in California. But it's coming to a city near you. So, it's tough, guys. So we don't have to be worried about when is it going to start? When is the tribulation going to start? If it hadn't knocked on your door yet, give it a few days. It'll be there. We should have more empathy for others who've been suffering things around the world since 9/11. There's been a lot of people displaced, millions. A lot of people are no longer here. Millions since 9/11. And it's for one reason. It's not because it was some terrorist attack. Nah, man. Rich people plan that stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sarah User. Yeah, rich people done planned this whole thing out, man. It's for greed. It's for greed. It's not going to end like they think it's going to end, though. It's not going to end like they think it's going to end. Anyway, guys, just keeping y'all updated. Saying stay woke, stay aware, prep and pray, watch and pray, and just live it out one day at a time. Live it out one day at a time. Yeah, yeah. He did say something about if we do it right, we can lower that by 10 million or something with vaccinations. Yeah, that was Bill Gates. And don't forget they released the GMO mosquitoes, right? Which they said, oops, it didn't work. Oops, instead of that, now it's harder to kill them. And now they spread disease better. Come on, guys. Stuff's not an accident. Tribulation is not about to begin. It's already begun. Oh, yeah, the ticks. Yeah, I heard about those too. Yeah, they even say Lyme disease was a U.S. military creation, spread by the ticks. So it's about to go down. Unite. That's what we got to do. But the problem is, if we're not all united under Yahshua Hamashiach, then we're gonna have some Judases in the bunch. Because the love of money is the root of all evil. The rich men are gonna offer money to tell it to snitch everybody out, to rat everybody out. A Judas goat. You know why they call them Judas goats? I knew a man. He used to work at a slaughterhouse. He slaughtered sheeps. And he said when he first did it, it was bothered. You know, the blood got everywhere, and it bothered him. But after a while, he was like, "Shoot, man, you can go and kill a bunch of sheep, get blood everywhere, and then go eat a sandwich. It's nothing." But he said the sheep, you know, animals like a flock. You got to have a Judas goat or sheep. One of them will lead all the rest of them. They'll follow one of them. So you find one of them that they all gonna follow. He lead them to the trap. You let that one out, and you kill all the other ones. They followed the Judas goat. He set them all up. Bah, bah. Yep. Follow them right on to the trap. Y'all gonna die. So in this case, you don't even want no Judas attached to you, giving up your location, giving up your plans. You're gonna be like, man, how did they know we were gonna be here? How did they know we were gonna be there? How did they know we were coming this way? Yeah, you got somebody in there that's telling everything, every chance they get. Goat Baphomet. Yeah, exactly. That's why Yahshua says he's gonna separate the sheep from the goats. Yeah, because sheeps are humble. They're pretty good. Goats are bad, devious, mischievous animals. They're bad by nature. And sheeps are pretty good. Pretty humble, pretty dumb. Yep, it's about to happen. That's good, Sierra user. Because this house and see that's what's gonna keep a lot of people in Babylon. That's what's gonna keep a lot of them trapped. That's what's gonna make a lot of them take this mark of the beast because they got a big old house, big old cars, all this luxury, big old TVs, and the only way to keep it is you got to modernize. You're not gonna be able to not have the chip and access this stuff. It's gonna tell it on you. You know, you like your smart refrigerator and all this smart everything. Well, these products will tell it on you if you try to use them and you're not chipped. You don't have the proper authority to access them. Yeah, so you're going to have to go back to the Stone Ages. You're going to have to go back to the old days with all the dumb equipment, doing everything by hand. But everybody who loves the conveniences, the modern this, the modern that, the smart this and smart that, and who can't give it up, they got to take the mark. And those who take the mark, ain't no, oh, I changed my mind. I want to, no, it's too late. You're going to hell. So better believe if you know somebody taking the mark and you don't take it, they're going to give you up. They snitching on you. They're going to tell it because it's going to be a reward for them. More luxury. You know, maybe they'll get more carbon credits to use their air conditioning a little longer in the summertime. Or carbon credits to be able to use the heater a little bit longer in the wintertime. Oh, yeah, carbon credits. Yeah, you got to pay to breathe now, Jack. Not only do you have to pay for the water and pay for the food and the vegetables that grow up out of the ground, you got to pay for the air, you know, and the plants give the oxygen. Humans give the carbon. It's an exchange. Well, not just humans, mammals, what they call mammals. Breathe out CO2, carbon dioxide. The plants eat that. Ooh, they like, thank you. And they give you that oxygen. And you're like, oh, thank you. It's an exchange. Well, now you got to pay. You got to pay the government for breathing. Yeah. Exactly, Shauna D. Yep, he will provide. Say, the Lord will provide all of our needs according to his riches and glory. But we just got to watch out. That's why he said, come out from among them. Because if you're not like them, they're going to tell it on you. They get a benefit. They get a bonus for snitching on everybody who's not down with the program, the New World Order. So, those are your orders. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. Good talking to y'all, man. Love y'all. Watch and pray. Blessings, peace, and blessings. This is Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt. Over and out. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt. Over and out. And Yahshua said, occupy till I come. Peace and blessings. Amen. Shalom, shalom.